I got to ask the question, surprising apps that people may have. I never know what people are into, so there's some surprising apps. Like I found out about weather apps. Well, obviously weather apps. I'm talking about like boat apps, like what the tides will be at the water, like boat apps or the kind of stuff that you kind of feel that's like trivial. You wouldn't assume that people would use that as an app or to apps that might pertain to uh, particular events that you just would assume that you would just use a Google map for. But it's always amazing the various apps that are out there and how people take them so seriously for reviews or how they implement them in their life. Like for instance, if you're talking about a boat app and when it's coming to shore, uh, proximities, that sort of thing. And I'm always amazed the various kinds of apps that are used today. So much for just getting your binoculars and you're looking across the sea or the water. So much for just kind of like finding it out for yourself, you know. Because if you come across somebody that has people associate with, they say, "Well, let me get my app out." I'm like, really? You know, it's even more quicker now than to Google. Just have your app handy, you know. Um, just have something that you feel that is ready, that you feel is steady. It's like, it really takes on a whole life of its own. And then when you create something within it, in the table of contents, like there are apps for like language translation, so syllables and words and that sort of thing. So it's really amazing how that has come into play and how it's come into view. That's what people are doing these days. They're actually literally using that form of technology to communicate, you know. And apps have their place, but it's really like, really, you just push a button and you have access to everything that you want. You create everything with your app. I'm just amazed at how apps and the technology, what it's used, files and so on and so forth, and how there's even more ways to avoid, because eventually, with the way they're using it, um, it's channeling in a whole different stratosphere. It's kind of like watching something like this when I used to watch the Jetsons or something, but you just push that app and it takes you directly to that. And then its own walls. It's like that reverse bookcase shelf that people used to have in their living room and it turns automatically. Well, this is what app life is like. So apps are being used in a very high tech level to even getting more. And so more people are creating them to offshoot from not necessarily going directly to Google. So it's interesting how it is formulating and what it's taken on. It's becoming very lucrative. So I just curious about the more distinctive ways you use your apps, because this ain't like where you just go buy clothing or buy your cars or buying your homes. You're also doing it for like tracking, different situations and things. It's amazing. But let me know the more ways you've used your apps lately and the more creative ways and the most weirdest stories you heard about people that use apps for. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership, because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke. I'm out. Peace.